Today I am doing a house discovery. These are going to be 5 samples, 5 fragrances from the house of Histories de Parfums, which is a French perfume house. And the inspiration for their fragrances are mythical characters and dates. So a little bit different spin. Kind of reminds you of imaginary authors, where they give you these fake novels and craft the fragrance around that. Histories are doing something similar with characters and dates and stories behind those characters. So I'm going to sniff those fragrances out and let you know what I think about them and give them a letter grade. Stay tuned. First up, let's look at Noir Patchouli. Now this one retails for $185 for the 4-ounce bottle, which is a little bigger than your standard, so $185 is not bad. Consists of, oddly enough, patchouli is in the top, heart, and base notes of this, so I'm not sure how they accomplished that. At the top is patchouli, coriander, and cardamom. In the mid, patchouli, bunch of flowers, okay, and berries. And in the base, there is patchouli, musk, leather, and vanilla. So just based on the note breakdown, you would think this is going to be something heavy for the colder weather. And that sprayer is not wanting to work for me. There we go. Come on. Definitely on the dark side. Just judging by the juice color itself, is really dark, and you do get a dirty, earthy patchouli out of that. Right now, the patchouli is overpowering all the other notes. I'm not getting any coriander or any of the lighter notes out of that. A very slight hint of berries there for a split second, but that patchouli in here is definitely overpowering right now. I would imagine this would be something that once you get it on your skin and allow it to progress, you may get a little more than just the patchouli out of that. Right now, the patchouli is overpowering everything, and I'm only getting the patchouli smell is not that bad. You have to be definitely a patchouli lover for that particular one. Letter grade, I would give that right off the top. I would be a C, just because it's not going to be for everybody. You're going to have to like patchouli to want to dive into that one, and I would imagine in order to get some of those other notes that are notes that really mix well with patchouli based fragrances, thinking about the vanilla and the leather, things of that, you might have to wait a while to kind of get some of those notes. So right off the bat, I will say C for that one. Next up, we'll sniff out 1740, classified as a spicy woody fragrance for him. Top notes of bergamot, davana, don't know about that one, patchouli, coriander, and cardamom in the middle, cedar, birch, labdanum, leather, vanilla, elemi, and immortelle at the bottom. So the base notes in this are all notes, I think, that are pretty commonly put together, actually go together well. So a truly unflinching scent for the modern male hedonist. All right, so let's see what that description smells like. Yeah, this does, even though the patchouli isn't in all the layers of the notes, this one is overpowered by the patchouli off the sprayer as well, although not as much as Noir de Patchouli. Again, it's really hard to smell the other notes with the patchouli being so dominant, but you kind of get some of the other elements going on. I will say that this smells 1740 with similar notes smells better than Noir patchouli. That's a little better. I'll give that one a C+. Again, I think it's going to be hard for someone who is not into darker scents, especially patchouli scents. That kind of dirty earthiness kind of can come across a little more old-fashioned, maybe old manish. But I think it still smells decent. I would say C+ for 1740. I would actually expect to see some stories behind these, since the stories around the years, the characters were inspiration. I would expect to see that, but I don't see anything on their website that kind of goes into the inspiration on that. So I think it's a little odd, but okay. Next up, 1828. And this is listed as a aromatic hesperide. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Let's see what that means. So in this we have grapefruit, citrus, tangerine, eucalyptus. Sounds like it's going to be light and effervescent a little bit, maybe. Nutmeg, pepper in the mid. In the base we have cedar, incense, vetiver, and pine. So this it's a little different from the first couple ones. Those sprayers are hard to get going for some reason. Now this on initial spray is definitely more along the lines of what I think is more, what you say, commercial. Definitely easier to dive into and appreciate than the first couple ones. I actually think it smells really nice. Comes across really fresh and clean. This could be an everyday scent for the office. I like it. Not blown away by it. It is a good smelling fragrance. I wouldn't say unique at all, but good. I would give that one a B. I don't mind that smell at all. It almost smells a little bit like there was a hint of fruit trying to come out a little bit, and then the clean freshness kind of took over. But I think a pretty solid release. 1828, I'll give a couple thumbs up. And 1828 actually has a name behind this one, Jules Verne. Oh, here's the narrative that I was looking for earlier. All right. Either way, I think a B in that one. You can really get, it comes across clean. Usually eucalyptus could be pretty polarizing itself, but I think it done well in here. So yeah, I'll give that one a B. Next up, 1725, and this one is a Fougère Amber. And 1725 is an ode to Casanova. So this one may be the sexy one. Top notes of bergamot, citrus, grapefruit, and licorice. In the mid we have lavender and star anise, and then the base vanilla, almond, sandalwood, cedar, and amber. So a nice little combination there. So high expectations for this one. So in Venice, the riparian city of love. In that year, 1725, was born the man whose name would symbolize seduction. It's Casanova. So a high bar for 1725, the fragrance. That's pretty good. Again, I will say initial impression, not blown away by the way it smells, but it does smell good. Maybe not as good as the previous 1828. I think that's still the favorite here. But but I'm gonna give them the same letter grade because I do think this does come across a little bit sexy. I'll give that one a B as well. Can't really knock it for anything. The blend seems okay. The smell is decent. So I'm gonna do something here because I think 1725 is good. I don't think it's as good as 1828. 1828, I will give a B to that one. I will give a C plus to 1725. And last but not least, let's look at 1826. The name of this one is, tied to this one is Eugenia di Montijo. In here, bergamot, tangerine, white florals, violet, cinnamon, ginger, patchouli, amber, incense, blonde woods, musk, and vanilla. Hopefully the patchouli in this isn't overpowering like the other ones. And that one comes across a little bit on the odd side on the introduction. On that, I'm not sure what I'm getting. There's a powdery. That one comes across odd, not bad, just odd. So that one may be a little on the unique side. Just an initial letter grade, I would probably give that one. I would give that one a C minus for that one. So not bad, just probably a little unique off the sprayer. Anyway, that's my view at this house, this French house, Histories de Parfums. As always, let me know if you have any experience with these fragrances. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. That's pretty good.